and it's uncertain as to what is actually happening, in that very vagueness is that blue pill stuff, the old programming, the old conditioning, the old behaviors, the old responses, old stories. Once you catch that, you're able to recognize that. What does it? What triggers me in that blue state? What people? What words? What music? What sounds? What smells? All of those things, and you're feeling that you're in it, like with regards to the person who sets their watch forward 10 minutes. Hang on a sec. This is a fucking joke. I've already set this watch 10 minutes fast. I'm not running late. I'm actually fine. Hang on a sec. Shatters that illusion. I was getting carried away with myself there. I thought that was real for a moment. You feeling that? Understand that? So once we're consciously aware of that, and we start to call it out, I don't know why, but I'm feeling a bit vague. I'm feeling a bit uncertain at the moment, a bit unsure. Where's this coming from? Going into it. I can't. A little bit further underneath that vagueness. What's underneath that? Okay, that bit of embarrassment. So there's that old program. I got triggered as a result of feeling a little bit of embarrassment because my mates were ripping the piss out of me. So as a result, I started going inward. I started critically judging myself. I started beating up on myself. I started feeling sorry for myself. I started projecting and started mind reading, thinking all the people around me are taking the piss and they're joining in on things and they're ganging up on me. So as a result, my reality is just collapsed in, closed in on itself, and I'm sitting there in the corner, feeling sorry for myself. My energy's dropped, my concentration's dropped, all the joy is gone, all the fun's gone out of it. How the fuck did I even get here? How did that even happen? Do I even know that I'm in that? This is what we're talking about. That's the level of consciousness. That's the level of awareness, right? I was on the phone the other day, right? Talking to a bank, waiting on the phone, and they're playing all of that sort of music, yeah? And I'm worried about the outcome. And all of a sudden I started feeling anxious. I started feeling nervous. I started putting this voice on, started thinking about what I was going to say, to be polite, to be articulate, how I'm going to pitch this so they release my funds. And I'm like, hang on a sec. I'm having myself on it. I'm getting myself wound up. Nothing's happening except for this voice that I'm attaching to in my mind. This story of anxiety, of what happens if they do this? What happens if they don't? What happens if they don't? Hang on a sec. None of this is going on. Simple fact of the matter is, if they release the funds, great. If they don't, that's fine. There's not a problem. I've got money anyway. Why am I getting myself so wound up? Why am I getting myself so anxious? Why am I getting myself tied up in knots, right? And shortening my bandwidth to reality into this limited, restricted, rigid, boxed in feeling. It's like, realize that. I can see what's going on here. I'm outcome dependent. I'm worried because of rejection. I'm worried about getting rejected, but how I'm feeling. If they say no, we can't release the funds till next week. So I'm projecting all of this stuff and getting caught up in all of it and making it up in my mind. Nothing else is going on. I haven't even spoke to anyone yet. And it's like, I'm getting so caught up in my expectations of how it's going to go, how it's not going to go, what the outcome's going to be, whether they say yes, whether they say no, facing rejection, all of that stuff. And then it's like, I can see what's happening here. Good try. I know that I'm on time, because that's just an illusion. I'm not running 10 minutes late. That's just a story that I've otherwise got carried away with and believed for a moment. Out of that, glass shatters. I can see again, it's fine, I can relax now. And I can just have a conversation and go with the flow. As it was, it wasn't. They couldn't release funds, no problem. They'll be released on Wednesday. Okay, great, thank you very much for that. End of. Forgotten about. Yeah? So conscious awareness, understanding the patterns that trigger us, the words, the stories, the voice in our head. Because it's so powerful. You otherwise think it's your voice and you, your voice and you, your voice and you. That's just an old tape recording of redundant, repetitive, negative, past experiences that just keep playing on a continuous feedback loop, feedback loop, feedback loop, feedback loop. What it needs is conscious attention. Pause. Do I want to listen to this track anymore? Is it serving a purpose? Is it? Do I like feeling like this anymore? Do I like the outcome that is being created as a result of the way I'm feeling? No. In that case, when I was on the phone, I don't want to feel anxious on the phone. Why I'm just sitting there in my room, in the comfort of my own home. Why am I getting myself wound up and anxious for? I don't want to feel like that. If I can pause the track, and in that case, I can see what's playing out, delete. Let's play a new track. Let's play a calmer one. Let's play a more relaxed one. Let's play a more peaceful one. Let's see if I can enjoy the music on the other end of the phone without having any preconceived notions of how it's going to go down or how it isn't. And just be in that moment. And that's what being in the moment is about. Just being there. Nothing else. No voice, no preconceived notions of how it's going to be, no expectations, no judgments, no fears. We're out of that old mind and into that mind of God, where we realize that we are unconditional love, that we are abundant, that we are peace, that we are joy, that we are all one, that we're all connected. And I could just now bask in that, bathe in that. Just enjoy that, just be that now. That's the track that I want to continue to play. That's the one that I want to listen to. That's what I want to have in abundance, on repeat, playing throughout my whole cardiorespiratory system, my whole circulatory system, through my mind, the rest of my body, my veins, my arteries, my capillaries. I want that flowing and bathing my cells, rejoicing in that feeling all the time. Why shouldn't I be able to? Why shouldn't you be able to? Why shouldn't you be able to? Why shouldn't you be able to? You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. We all deserve it. So why are we still listening to the old program? Why are we still listening to the old tape? Have you had enough of that now? So it's time now, in this moment, to stop that old tape, to pause that old tape, and have a look at how we want to rewrite the soundtrack of our inner being, of our inner world, of our map of the world, so we can start feeling differently and creating a different experience. So let's do that now. Hit the pause, let's get ready to rewrite, and let's have a look at what beautiful qualities, what attributes there are to get us into that red pill, God consciousness, and how we can otherwise exacerbate that, stimulate that, look for that in our everyday life. When I was in abundance the other week and I was feeling so much love, and I'm like looking for it, my reticular activation system's going, give me more and more evidence of how much love there is in my life, how much joy, how much abundance there is. I'm walking across the lights, just in the high street of Liverpool, out in the southwest of Sydney, and a car literally pulls up, number plate 34 Love in pink. 34 Love. I was like, thank you, thank you. I walked across the street and women were dancing in a cafe, singing an old song. What was that? No, it wasn't Isn't She Lovely? Isn't she lovely? Started singing, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Come and dance with us, come and dance. That's the vibration that I wish to attract into my life, into my world. That's the feeling that I wish to experience and to express and to share with others. Yeah, that's who we are underneath all of that blue pill stuff, all of that programming, all of that conditioning. Before they said, your name's Josh, you're from England, you're a boy, this is how you have to behave, this is what you have to believe, this is how you have to act. Before all of that stuff, you were told, this is how you should feel about sex, this is what you should look for, this is the job you should take, this is what you should do about finance. all of those things, underneath all of that, who we all are, in that place that God consciousness resides. So that's what we're going to look at now. We're going to start identifying what triggers those responses, what gets us feeling that state, how we can stack it, how we can continue looking for it, and reiterating that. Keep strengthening the reticular activation system of the good stuff that we wish to attract, experience, and feel into our life. Yeah? How's everybody feel now?
Good. Pumped.
Pumped, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's that simple. It's that simple. And like, you know, we sit down and you're like, what is it you want? You know? And it's like, oh man, if I just sorted this visa thing out in my life, then I could be happy. Man, if I just got out of my current work situation and got away from those people that I work with, then I'd be happy. It's like, no man, just go straight to being happy. Straight to being happy, straight to being love, straight to being love, straight to being joy, abundance, inner peace. And then as a result of you residing in that and vibrating on that level, guess what happens? Work starts to change. Visas start to drop in. Yeah? Not the other way around. State first, of being first. You guys have noticed when you're in a really shit mood, things start to keep stacking that way. And you start looking for that stuff. All the time. Oh, I'm running late. Oh, fuck, another red light. Oh, red pedestrian light. Oh, now there's an accident. Now there's a traffic jam. Oh, now I've just had a client that's called in and they're running late. Ah. You know? But then when you shift over, again, from that different state of being, when you're feeling that love, that peace, that inner joy, all of a sudden you start having these wonderful conversations with a stranger that you've just met on the bus, that you've just met on the train. You have a candidate that comes in, and they're from the exact same part of town as you, on the other side of the world. You know, then you start experiencing these beautiful serendipitous moments, these coincidences, and things just start to naturally start unfolding and evolving effortlessly. Effortlessly. Because you are being that. You're being that joy. You're being that peace. You're being that love. And it's naturally attracting that same vibration and resonance into your life. Any questions?